Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video where we'll be discussing one of the most important machines in modern farming, the combine harvester. Agriculture has come a long way since the days of manual labor and traditional farming techniques. With the invention of advanced machinery, farmers are now able to increase their productivity and efficiency, leading to higher yields and more profits. The combine harvester is one such machine that has revolutionized the way crops are harvested around the world. With the ability to harvest, thresh, and clean crops in one go, the combine harvester has made the process of harvesting crops quicker and more efficient than ever before. It's no wonder that these machines have become a vital component of modern agriculture. In today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at the workings of the combine harvester. We'll explore the different components that make up this machine and how they work together to harvest crops with incredible speed and precision. We'll also look at some of the challenges that come up with using a combine harvester and how farmers are adapting to new technologies and techniques to get the most out of their machines. Combine harvesters are one of the most economically important labor-saving inventions, significantly reducing the fraction of the population engaged in agriculture. Crops such as wheat, barley, and rye are not completely edible. We use the seeds at the top, commonly known as grain, as a food source, but the dry coating of the seeds are inedible and have to be discarded. In the earlier days, agricultural workers had to manually harvest the crops through a process known as threshing. Our school textbooks laid out these methods quite in detail for us. But with the rising demand and technological advancements, we no longer rely on manual methods of threshing. But modern times have seen drastic improvements in technology and its application. This has become more prevalent in the agriculture industry as well. Combine harvester, commonly known as a combine, is a key invention that saves cost and time for farmers. Like the name suggests, this machine simply combines the three major harvesting operations, reaping, threshing, and winnowing, into a single process. Harvesting crops using this in a single operational process saves time and cuts down on work costs for farmers, which in turn increases the farm output and makes the business more profitable. How does it work? 1. Cereal crops are gathered in by the header at the front, which has a pair of sharp pincers called crop dividers at either end. Generally speaking, the wider the header, the faster and more efficiently a harvester can cut a field. Different headers are used for cutting different crops. The header is often hydraulically powered and can be raised, lowered, and angled in different ways from the cab. The header can be removed and towed behind the harvester lengthwise so it can fit down narrow lanes. 2. A slowly rotating wheel called a reel or pickup reel pushes the crops down towards the cutter. The reel has horizontal bars called bats and vertical teeth or tines to grip the plant stalks. 3. The cutter bar runs through the entire length of the header underneath the reel. Its teeth, sometimes called mowing fingers, open and close repeatedly to cut off the crops at their base, a bit like a giant electric hedge sweeping along at the ground level. 4. Behind the cutter bar, the cut crops are fed toward the center by spinning augers, screws, and travel up a conveyor to the processing mechanism inside the main part of the combine. 5. A threshing drum beats the crop to break and shake the grains away from their stalks. 6. The grains fall through sieves into collection tank below. 7. The unwanted material, chaff and stalks, passes along conveyors called straw walkers toward the back of the machine. More grain falls through into the tank. 8. When the grain tank is full, a tractor with a trailer on the back pulls alongside the combine. The grain is carried up from the tank by an elevator and shoots out of a side pipe, sometimes called the unloader, into the trailer. 9. The unwanted stalks and chaff tumble from the back of the machine. Some combines have rotating spreader mechanism that throws the stalk over a wide area. Sometimes the straw is baled up by a baling machine and used for animal bedding. Different types of combine harvesters. Although combine harvesters all look the same to most people, there are a few different variations. Different kinds of crops need different cutting and handling. Most combines have interchangeable headers so they can harvest almost all kinds of crops. Number 1. This John Deere is fitted with a corn header, a special type of header with large, sturdy prongs for harvesting corn cobs. Number 2. Cotton also needs rather different handling. Here's a John Deere cotton harvester, which is like a cross between a combine harvester at the front and a hay baler at the back. Instead of spewing out grain and chaff, this machine squeezes and bundles the cotton into giant round bales called modules and wraps them in protective plastic. When a bale is ready, the machine's hydraulic back lifts up to dump it into the field behind. Huge headers need huge wheels to hold them high, but not always. Some combines are fitted with half tracks at the front, like miniature tanks. Although these mechanically more complex and more expensive, they have quite a few advantages. They do away with the need for huge front wheels, so a combine with tracks can be driven down much more narrow roads. They also make driving with wide header much more stable and have better grip on hills and difficult terrain. The tracks are surprisingly speedy. The Class 770 Lexion harvester shown below has a top speed of 40 kilometers an hour, or 25 miles per hour, making it the world's fastest machine. History. With agriculture becoming an industry that is seeing rapid technological growth, there are many added features and benefits that combine harvesters are being equipped with. In 1826, in Scotland, the inventor Reverend Patrick Bell designed, but did not patent, a reaper machine which used the scissors principle of plant cutting, a principle that is still used today. The Bell machine was pushed by horses. A few Bell machines were available in the United States. In 1835, in the United States, Hiram Moore built and patented the first combine harvester, which was capable of reaping, threshing, and winnowing cereal grain. Early versions were pulled by horse, mule, or ox team. In 1835, Moore built a full-scale version with a length of 5.2 meters or 17 feet and a cut width of 4.57 meters or 15 feet. By 1839, over 20 ha, or 50 acres of crops were harvested. This combine harvester was pulled by 20 horses, fully handled by farmlands. By 1860, combine harvesters with a cutting or swath width of several meters were used on American farms. In the 1950s, the Mackay family sold out to the newly formed agricultural implement conglomerate Massey Ferguson, which was a combination of the Canadian and American interests of Massey Harris and the British tractor firm of Harry Ferguson. However, from the 1970s, when many Australian-based manufacturing industries were experiencing financial difficulties, the business progressively contracted and most of the factories were demolished in 1992. To make way for the development of the Sunshine Marketplace. 9. The former bulk store, factory gate, and clock tower. 10. Factory gardens. 11. And head office complex. 12. Are all listed on the Victorian Heritage roster. Benefits. Combine harvesters can resolve the growing problems of finding sufficient and experienced labor for farm work. Rapid increase in migration from villages to towns and cities is causing a major manpower deficiency in India. Combine harvesters can get more work done more efficiently, offering farmers a better grain yield at a comparatively lower cost. Combines can be used on different terrains, dry as well as wet. They can be fitted with tracks to make it more convenient on water-submerged fields. They can also be used in mountainous regions as well as just by switching the header. There are special systems that can be attached, like the Super Straw Management System, which removes the chaff and straw from fields. Demerits. Combine harvesters can get broken and worn out irrespective of the fact that they are being used or not. Their maintenance and repair are very costly. They are a bit complicated to set up and require special training to operate as well. In addition to this, it causes pollution and increases waste, augmenting the use of oil or power. The main drawback of the combine harvester after its cost is its size. The machines are very large, to be carried on a low loader to a far off place and ranch. The expenditure is very much for one homestead to buy and keep exclusively for their own personal use. Therefore, these machines are mostly recruited out. They are unfit to use in smaller farms and land due to their size. The size makes them useless for indoor purposes as well. These are not all of the side effects that may occur. If you have any questions about side effects, call your doctor. Call your doctor for medical advice. Certainly. Here's a concluding paragraph for your YouTube video on the topic of combine harvesters. In conclusion, the combine harvester has transformed the face of modern agriculture, making it possible for farmers to harvest crops with incredible speed and efficiency. With the ability to harvest, thresh, and clean crops in one go, these machines have become an indispensable part of farming operations around the world. As technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see further advancements in the design and capabilities of combine harvesters, allowing farmers to increase their productivity even further. Thank you for watching today's video, and we hope you gained a deeper understanding of the importance of this incredible machine.